please. 5-second stare. 5, 4, 3.
Jack Armstrong!
Jack Armstrong!
Jack Armstrong!
The All-American Boy! Here's adventure.
Here's romance.
Here's the Robin Hood of the Old West.
The Cisco Kid!
Champion of the people, defender of the truth, guardian of our fundamental rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, Mr. District Attorney!
Well, most of us grew up with Baby Snooks, Fibber McGee and Molly, The Shadow, and The Lone Ranger. Well, we're going to do it again. Welcome to Radio Days, a walk down memory lane with some of your favorite radio performers. Today you'll hear from George Burns and Gracie Allen, Baby Snooks, Fred Allen as he walks down Allen's Alley, and Abbott and Costello. Plus a few extras to tickle your funny bone. So sit back and enjoy those wonderful sounds of yesteryear. But first, here's a brief word from our sponsor.
Good, good. That's what Campbell soup is. Good.
The makers of Bluebonnet Margarine present The Fred Allen Show.
Everything's better with Bluebonnet on it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shakespeare said, to be or not to be. Benjamin Franklin said, remember, time is money. But for the last 8 months, all I've said is, here he is again, Fred Allen.
Well, Portland, pull up an old rejoinder and sit down. What's new?
Mama says President Truman is taking over the coal mines.
Does your mother need coal?
Yes. Mama's calling up the president now and gonna order 2 tons.
Oh, that's fine. Do away with the middleman. Go right to the top. Well, if she needs any wood, the president could sit down at the piano and give her a couple of chords, I imagine.
And Mama says the world today is a bowling alley.
The world is a bowling alley.
Every time you turn around, there's a strike.
Well, I'm glad the trains are running again, Portland.
Yes, if the railroad strike had lasted 1 more week,
Yeah?
the Atchison, Topeka, and the Santa Fe would have been off the hit parade.
Oh, that would have been terrible. Well, I think I'll run along, Portland. I have to get my magnifying glass and worm a crab apple.
Mama says Friday is your birthday.
That's right.
How old are you?
Nobody knows, Portland. I was born before the Decca Company started, so there weren't any records in those days.
Mama says last year, when the candles on your birthday cake melted down,
Yeah?
there was enough grease on the floor to wax Roseland.
Oh, I'm not that old, Portland.
Mama says, if you were a piece of furniture, you'd be an antique.
If I was an antique in radio, I'd be Duncan's other five. Well, that's life, I guess, Portland.
Mama says life is like an Australian fig bird.
The Australian fig bird.
It lives on the seeds in the fig.
There aren't any figs in Australia.
The Australian fig bird dies at birth.
Well, with that said, I guess we better get going to Allen's Alley, Portland.
What is your question tonight?
Well, recently, a Mr. Al Slater, a specialist in mental suggestion, made a phonograph record that he guarantees will put any insomniac to sleep. And so our question is, do you have any trouble sleeping? And if you do, what are you doing about it?
Shall we go?
As the dollar dinner said when the glutton sat down, I'll be gone in a minute. It's good to get back to Allen's Alley, Portland. It's as quiet as an eel coiling in a bucket of whipped cream. Say, I wonder if the senator is in. Let's knock here.
Somebody, I say somebody not.
Yes,
Claghorn is the name. Senator Claghorn, that is.
Well, now, look, I know...
Something tells me you don't remember me, son.
Look, I remember you.
I'm from the South, the Pone and Possum Paradise.
Now, look, Senator.
The only plant life I have around my house is the Virginia creeper.
Now, wait a minute.
Every time I get the chicken pox, they're Southern fried.
Senator.
Yeah, you remember me now, son?
No.
Don't say no in my presence.
Well, why not?
And that's north abbreviated.
Well, wait a minute, Senator. How about the sleeping problem?
Well, when I say, when I first went to the Senate, I had plenty of trouble asleep on.
You?
Yeah, after the roll was called, I'd put on my seersucker nightshirt and my linsey wools there.
Yeah?
And I'd face the south, lean back, close my eyes.
And go to sleep, huh?
Until some Yankee pigeon plucker would get up and start flapping his lips and break up my Morpheus filibuster. Filibuster, that is.
I heard you the first time, Senator. Are you still losing sleep, Senator?
No, I've solved my problem, son.
Oh, how?
When I'm ready to sleep in the Senate, I sits back and croons myself my southern lullaby.
What is your southern lullaby?
Rock-a-bye, small fry, on the cotton tree top. And when that southern wind blows, your cradle will rock. And when the wind's from the north, I say, baby, you'll bawl. For down will come that cradle, that big tree, and you all.
Well, very good, Senator. So long, Senator.
So long.
Well, the Senator has stopped just in time. I was dozing off myself. Now, I wonder how Titus Moody is doing.
Howdy, Bub.
Tell me, Mr. Moody, do you have trouble sleeping?
I only half sleep.
Half sleep.
I got short eyelids.
With short eyelids, you can't close your eyes, huh?
Only when I found.
I see. Well, are you the only one awake on the farm?
No, daylight saving time got everything in the Senate.
The animals were all bewildered.
Yep, my cow had insomnia.
Your cow didn't sleep at all?
The bags under her eyes were so big I didn't know which end to milk.
You were confused, huh?
First time I milked the wrong end and I got 2 buckets full of homogenized tears.
Well, have you cured the cow's insomnia?
I got a book on hypnotizing.
Good.
I stood in front of the cow.
Yeah.
I stared right into her eyes.
Uh-huh.
I started waving my hands.
Uh-huh.
I said, Alakazam, Alakazam, you ain't a cow, you're a hen.
You're a hen. Well, is your hypnotism a success?
Yep, today that cow thinks she's a hen.
Well, how do you know?
Well, she's sitting on a nest.
You mean?
Yep, she's laying eggnogs. So long, bub.
Well, let's try this next door here.
No.
Nussbaum.
You were expecting maybe Huggy Carbuncle.
Tell me, Mrs. Nussbaum, do you have any trouble sleeping?
Who could sleep? Every night with this dreaming, my husband Pierre is waking me up.
He dreams, huh?
Always he's different things.
Dreams, he's different things. Well, how do you mean?
One night, Pierre's dreaming he is the lone stranger.
Yeah?
All night long he is yelling, Hi-ho, Silver!
Hi-ho, Silver, huh?
Upstairs is living Mrs. Silver.
Yeah?
All night long she is yelling back, Hi-ho, Nussbaum!
I see.
That night Pierre's dreaming he is an automobile, a roadster.
A roadster.
In his pajamas, Pierre is sleeping with the top down.
Oh, my.
Vance is dreaming he is an Alka-Seltzer.
An Alka-Seltzer.
All night, Pierre's fizzing.
Well, no wonder you can't sleep.
Last night, he should drop dead.
Well, that brings us to the lavender shanty at the end of the alley. Let's try here.
You knocked 3 times. You think that's nice? In my last picture, the postman rang twice.
Falstaff, you have new poems tonight?
Indubitably. Hast heard, said the little bear to the big giraffe, let's eat a hyena just for a laugh.
No.
Or when I called her baby, her face lit up because she had a lantern jaw.
No.
Well, how about this? Mother's home putting spikes in her shoes. She's playing first base for Vera Cruz.
Now, wait a minute, Falstaff, you exponent of the Hackney. Tonight we are discussing the problem of sleep.
My poem awaits your bidding.
And what is your shut-eye sonata called?
My recipe for slumber.
How does it go?
If you cannot sleep at night and you don't know what to do, my recipe for slumber is just the thing for you. Don't waste time taking powders. Don't waste time counting sheep. Don't dawdle in a hot bath hoping you will sleep. Don't give up drinking coffee. Don't send for any landman. You can eat and drink all night, and you'll still meet the Sandman. My recipe for slumber is older than the Sphinx. Just cut 20 tiddlies into halves and you'll get 40 winks.
Why is it when you try to pass, the guy in front goes twice as fast?
Vermicelli.
The whale put Jonah down the hatch, then carved him up because he scratched.
Vermicelli.
Well, it's time for the Baby Snooks Show, starring Fanny Bryce as Baby Snooks. Brought to you by Tums. Does acid indigestion and heartburn strike you after you've had coffee and juice in the morning? Well, just eat a couple of Tums. See how Tums soothes your stomach almost instantly. You'll feel better fast. Get Tums today and always keep them handy. T-U-M-S. Tums for the tummy.
Daddy likes them.
Well, now to Sycamore Terrace and the Higgins family. Well, to adults, the first of the month usually means bills, but to children, it means report cards. So now let's go to the 4th grade of the Sycamore Grammar School, where the teacher, Mr. Thackeray, is passing out the bad news.
And now I come to Snooks Higgins. Snooks,
Yes, Mr. Thackeray?
do you see this card I'm holding in my hand?
Yes.
Do you know what it is?
The Ace of Spades.
No.
The Seven of Clubs.
No, it's your report card. And just listen to these marks. Spelling 40, arithmetic 40, and how do you count for this one? History 10.
I guess I've been spending too much time on spelling and arithmetic.
Snooks, these marks are abominable. Now, and to think of one of my pupils should make such a terrible showing. Oh, I'm so ashamed.
Well, don't expect to get any sympathy from me.
Snooks, don't you dare be impertinent. If anyone should be ashamed, it's you. You've hit a new school record low.
I set a new record?
Yes.
Gee, I wasn't even trying.
Now look, you take this report card home and see that your father signs it.
But he'll spank me.
Well, perhaps you deserve it.
I'm afraid to show it to him.
You'll just have to face the situation.
I don't mind facing the situation, but he makes me back into it.
Vera, it's very important the dinner tomorrow night be perfect for my boss and his wife. The firm's opening a new plant and I'm hoping to be the new manager. If we give him a good dinner, maybe he'll be expansive and offer me a new job.
Well, I'm having turkey, a cranberry sauce, and I think I'll make some of those dumplings like my mother makes.
Your mother's dumplings? Yes, they'll expand anybody.
Oh, is that so? What's wrong with my mother's dumplings?
Well, they're just like your mother. Heavy, lumpy, and they don't agree with anybody.
All right, I won't make my mother's dumplings. I'll make my own special biscuits.
Your biscuits?
Yes.
Vera, make your mother's dumplings.
Daddy!
Please, Snooks, I'm busy.
But Daddy, this is important.
Look, I'm planning a dinner with my boss and his wife later.
Oh, no, now.
Is this something you can do yourself?
Well, I guess so.
Well, then do it yourself.
But Daddy...
Do it yourself.
Oh, all right. If you say so. Well, if he wants me to do it myself. Lancelot Higgins. There, my report card is all signed.
Snooks Higgins?
Yes, Mr. Thackeray?
About this report card. You signed your father's name to it, haven't you?
Yeah, sure.
How can you lie like that? Did you say sure?
Sure.
You mean you admit signing your father's name? Well, that's forgery, Snooks, and you go to jail for that.
I can go to jail?
Yes. Now answer the question.
No.
Answer the question.
I refuse to answer on the grounds it might incriminate me.
Unless you want me to march you down to the principal's office, you tell me why you forged your father's name to that report card.
Well, he told me to. He made me. He was busy planning dinner for his boss.
Oh, poppycock.
No, turkey.
I mean, it's a lie. No parent ever let his child sign his name to a report card.
Well, he did, and he didn't even look at it. I demand to see my lawyer.
I can't believe it, Lancelot. Mr. Thackeray says Snooks forged your name on her report card.
That little delinquent. Where in the world would she get an idea like that? Snooks, would you come here right now?
Yes, Daddy.
Your teacher says you forged my name on your report card. Why did you do that?
Because you told me to.
Well, I'd never do a thing like that. It's ridiculous.
Oh, no, it ain't ridiculous. You were busy with your boss's dinner and you told me to sign it myself. You did.
Don't tell me that. I remember no such thing. I have a memory like an elephant. I never forget anything. Do you hear? Not a thing. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. Now, why did you play hooky today?
No, it was the report card.
Oh, yes, the report card. Well, where did you lose it? I mean, well, why did you sign
But
it?
you told me to.
Snooks, you are lying. I'd never do such a thing.
Well, you did, and I ain't lying.
Now, look, Snooks. Unless you admit a lie, you're going to go on lying. And then it will become a disease, just like the chicken pox or the measles.
You mean I'll break out in fibs?
No, it will get you into trouble. Now look, let me tell you a story. It's about a little girl who signed her daddy's name to her report card and lied about it. She ended up in prison.
What's her name?
She doesn't have a name, she has a number. 6714-35928.
Well, that's a pretty long number to remember. Doesn't she have a nick number?
No.
I want her to have a nick number.
Oh, stop.
I want her to have a nick number.
Oh, all right. We'll call her 6 for short.
Okay.
Now let me get on with the story. When 6 was a little girl, she got away with forging her father's name to her report card. And from that on, she went on to forging checks. She met a man who was also a liar and a criminal.
Well, what's his name?
We'll call him 8. When 8 and 6 met, do you know what happened?
14.
No. They became a pair of thieves operating as a team. Finally, they got caught robbing a bank. He's in jail for life and she's got 10 years to serve. Do you want this to happen to you?
It's not going to happen to me.
Oh, why not?
Because I didn't do it in the first place.
Snooks, you go to your room and think about what we discussed.
Oh, all right. I'll get even with him.
We'll be right back to Baby Snooks shortly, but now it's time for Jean Ryberg and her Red Magic Clarinet performing her arrangement of In the Mood. Well, Snooks was pretty mad at Daddy for falsely accusing her of lying. Now, they were all getting ready for their dinner guests, the Weemishes, and Daddy wanted everything to go just right at the dinner table.
Snooks, for heaven's sakes, use your table manners. I don't want the Weemishes to think we've raised a little pig. I don't want to be embarrassed in front of them.
Oh, stop picking on the child, Lancelot.
Well, some of her eating habits are terrible. Now, Snooks, I don't want you soaking up the gravy with your bread. Only a dirty pig would do that.
But I like gravy.
I don't care.
Can I suck it up through a straw?
And another thing I don't like, your habit of standing up when you want something and reaching way out with your hand. You have a tongue. Use it.
All right, but my hands are much longer.
I mean, ask for what you want. Say, may I have the butter, please? Or, may I have the roast beef?
I thought we were having turkey.
What is keeping the Weemishes?
No, it's probably Mrs. Weemish, that old sourpuss.
Well, he's no prize himself. He looks like an old walrus.
Well, after he has had some of your mother's dumplings, he'll probably sound like one. Snooks, answer the door. And don't forget, this is a very important dinner for us. I want to make a real impression on the Weemishes.
I'll do everything just like you told me.
Vera, maybe this will mean the manager's job at the new plant.
Oh, I'm sure it will, dear.
Well, things didn't go very well at dinner. Lancelot lost his job. Later, he was talking to his neighbor, telling him what had happened. Daddy was trying to figure out how to get his job back.
Kunkel, you won't believe what that little monster Snooks did at dinner.
You punished her for telling the truth, and then what happened?
Well, the first thing was the gravy. Mr. Weemish really liked to dip his bread in the gravy and asked for more. Snooks said,
All right, if you want to be a dirty pig.
I'll bet Mrs. Weemish was pretty upset about that.
and later I said, I thought a lot of Mr. Weemish, and Snooks added,
Yes, they think you're like an old walrus.
I said to Snooks, how could you say such a thing? And she said,
It's easy. I'm telling the truth.
well, Mr. Weemish told me I was fired right at the dinner table, but not before asking for more gravy for his potatoes. Mrs. Weemish was in a big hurry to leave, but Mr. Weemish asked for more cranberry and stuffing, and then he asked for a doggy bag.
And so, did you punish Snooks for telling the truth this time?
Well, yes, I did. I asked her what she had to say for herself, and she said,
Make up your mind.
Kunkel, you're a lawyer and my friend. Now, put your legal mind at work and tell me how to get my job back.
This is really funny, Higgy. You punished her to make her tell the truth, and then she crosses you up and tells it at the wrong time.
Yeah, you could never trust that kid. Oh, the messes she gets me into sometimes.
You know, Higgy, sometimes you're a pretty occupied fellow. Now, how do you know that Snooks wasn't telling the truth about signing the report card in the first place? Now, maybe you told her to and didn't realize it.
Well, I wouldn't be that absent-minded.
Well, I remember the time that Vera left you to take care of the kids and to fix dinner. I came over and found the roast beef in the bookcase, and you were in the kitchen basting the Book of the Month Club selection.
Hey, wait a minute. You're mentioning dinner brings something back. Yesterday, I was planning our dinner. Snooks did ask me for something, and I think I told her to do it herself. Good heavens, the kid wasn't lying. And this whole mess is of my own making. Now I'll never get out of it.
You know, there is one thing you can try, but it'll mix things up even more. You see, take Snooks to see Weemish and have her tell him that she was mad at you and everything she said was just lies.
But to do that, I'd have to ask her to lie. And right after punishing her for that very reason.
Ironic, isn't it? But can you think of a better plan?
I'm going to hate myself. See you later, Kunk. Now, Mr. Weemish will see us in a minute. Will you please do what I asked, Snooks?
I see. You want me to be a liar?
Well, there's a difference between a bad lie and a good lie. Good lies are called white lies.
They are?
Yes, and you're going to tell a white lie.
Well, maybe. But I think there's a little tattletale gray around the edges.
Please, honey, will you do it?
Oh, all right. But you're making a liar out of me.
Come in, Mr. Higgins.
Well, it's very nice of you to see me, Mr. Weemish. I was afraid maybe you wouldn't.
Oh, never mind that. What do you want?
Well, Snooks can explain. Go ahead, Snooks.
Well, Daddy punished me and I wanted to get even with him, so everything I said was a lie.
That's what you wanted Snooks to explain, Higgins?
Yes, Mr. Weemish. Well, will you explain that to Mrs. Weemish and let me have my job back?
Higgins, you think me for an idiot? The things Snooks said were too natural. You and Vera said them all right. And you have the audacity and lack of moral integrity to bring your child here and make her lie to me to get your job back? Oh, for shame, Higgins.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Weemish.
Yeah, however, I never had such a wonderful dinner, such a wonderful time in my life.
A wonderful time?
Oh, I couldn't show it. I'd be afraid to, but when Snooks called Martha a sourpuss and told her she looked like a St. Bernard, I could have died. Oh, I've been wanting to call her a St. Bernard for years. Oh, Higgins, I think you're the best.
Well, what about my job?
Oh, take a week off. By the time you get back, Martha will have forgotten all about it. Snooks?
Yes, Mr. Weemish?
I like you, you little monster.
And I like you, you old walrus. See, Daddy, it always pays to tell the truth.
Yes, Snooks, and I promise never to lie again.
Yeah, I bet.
Although insured, remember, kiddo, they don't pay you, they pay your widow.
Burma shave.
No, no, said she to her bristly bow. I'd rather eat the mistletoe.
Burma shave.
It's the Burns and Allen Show, starring George Burns and Gracie Allen. Brought to you by Texaco.
You can trust your car to the man who wears the star, the big bright Texaco star.
Well, George and Gracie are still having their income tax prepared, and it continues to give Ralph Hanley, their income tax man, quite a headache. But Gracie hands out headaches and ideas like candy.
Say, George, you want some candy? I've been talking to Mr. Hanley about our income tax. I said, why does the government need so much money? And he said, because the government has got a $3 billion deficit.
That's right.
Oh, why don't they buy a cheaper one?
Gracie, the government needs our tax money to run the country. Now, part of it goes to pay the salaries of the president, the cabinet, and the congressmen, and the...
George, do Republicans have to pay part of the president's salary?
Well, sure.
That's really rubbing it in, isn't it?
And the government needs money to run the Army and the Navy. Without soldiers and sailors, we wouldn't be safe.
I can see you've never been out with one.
And don't forget that our government is spending millions on the European Recovery Program. We send them food. That's called ERP. E-R-P. And then there's...
we ought to change that.
Change what?
The herb. Sounds like our food gives them indigestion.
I'm sorry to interrupt again, George, but these items are driving me nuts. Mrs. Burns, what is this? One wave, $110.
$110? Gracie, who gave you that wave?
Athelio Roberts. And when I waved back, I ran into a telephone pole.
Oh, anything else you want to know, Ralph?
Yeah, I'll just take another aspirin.
Now, what were we talking about?
Interesting stuff, the taxes.
Oh, yeah. Now I can show you how the government can save a fortune. Do away with the mint.
Do away with the mint?
Sure.
Just do away with it?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. Why print money? Why not buy it ready-made?
Oh, that's an idea.
We could buy it from China. I hear their money's very cheap.
Or perhaps we can get some in Macy's basement.
Oh, and another way our government could save money. Stop printing stamps. We don't need them anyway. My sister Bessie mails letters every day, and she never uses a stamp.
But then they must be returned.
Well, that's the idea. Bessie's crazy about the postman.
Oh, I wish Bessie'd get married. Did you? Come in.
Hi, Burnses.
Oh, hi, Bill.
How are you, Bill? You still in love?
More than ever, Gracie.
Oh.
It was just a week ago today I met Ann Nelson. So I went to buy her some flowers. And while I was standing there waiting for them, I realized this was the only girl for me.
She really got to you, huh?
Oh, man. Wait till you meet this florist.
You fell in love with the florist? Oh, it's a good thing you buy your cigarettes from a machine.
Bill, what happened to Ann?
Well, some people said I was interested in Ann just for her money.
Who said that?
Her banker when I checked her account.
Hey, Bill, do you mean to say that you walked into this florist shop and fell in love with the girl just like that?
Oh, no. There was some dialogue first. I said, "Hello, miss, I'd like to buy some flowers." And she said, "Roses are nice." And I said, "Fine." And she said, "How do you like the stems?" And I said, "Gorgeous. And the rest of you is cute, too." And we were engaged.
Well, there's nothing like a nice, long courtship.
Gee, what a sweet girl, George. She gave me a carnation for my buttonhole.
Oh, well, now that's a pretty silly trade. What can she do with your buttonhole?
Press it in a book.
Hey, Bill, I'm
Press it in a book.
I heard you. Bill, I'm going to ask the Mortons over for dinner tomorrow night. It's Blanche's birthday. How about you and your girl joining us?
Oh, we'd love to, Gracie.
Oh, good. I'll phone Blanche.
Okay, by the way, Bill, what's your girl's name?
Mona Knox. It used to be Ethel Knox, but Texaco paid her to change it.
My first name used to be Asbestos, but they paid me off, too.
Asbestos Burns? Oh, I get it. Now, boys, please, I'm phoning Blanche. Hello? Oh, hello, Blanche. This is Gracie. Would you and Harry like to come over to dinner tomorrow night to celebrate your birthday?
Oh, I'd love to. I'll ask Harry and call you back.
All right. Incidentally, I helped Harry decide on your present. You'll love it.
Oh, what is it, Gracie?
Oh, I can't tell you. It's a surprise.
Oh, please.
Mm-mm.
Well, let me guess. Is it a new stove?
Well, you're so close, I might as well tell you. It's an alligator bag.
Oh, wonderful.
I'm glad you know, Blanche. He's going to put it in a candy box, and I was scared to death you might eat it.
Yeah, well, I'll call you back, Gracie.
Bye.
Bye. Harry. Oh, Harry.
Yeah?
Oh, Gracie just invited us over there to dinner tomorrow night for my birthday dinner.
Oh, murder. I hope Gracie doesn't bake you a cake. Remember that soggy thing she baked for George's last birthday?
Now, Harry, it wasn't her fault. George's cake was soggy.
No.
No, it had so many candles, he couldn't blow them out. They had to turn on the hose on them.
Oh, why don't you stop exaggerating? George isn't as old as he looks.
He couldn't be.
I've got news for you. 18 years with Gracie and Butch Jenkins would look like that. Poor George is over there right now trying to figure out his income tax. Believe me, it'd be a lot easier if it weren't for Gracie.
I'll say it would. He wouldn't have any income at all. I don't see how that snook ever tricked Gracie into marrying
He
him.
didn't trick her. She wanted to get married in the worst way.
Well, she did.
Oh, aren't we clever today?
I don't care. I love Gracie. She's very sweet to give me a birthday dinner.
Yeah, I can't wait to get there. Last time I went over there to dinner, someone told Gracie that stewed chicken was the most tender. And when I got there, George was trying to sober it up so he could kill it.
Oh, anyway, her cooking is a lot better than Sugar Throat George's singing. So help me if he sings tomorrow night, I'll slug him with my new alligator bag.
The alligator? So Gracie told you. I should have known I couldn't trust her.
Well, it's really my fault she told me. I put the idea into her head.
Blanche, putting an idea into her head is like putting a basketball into a thimble.
Oh, hush. I need to call and tell her that we're coming.
Hello?
Hello, Gracie. This is Blanche. We'll be there for dinner tomorrow night.
Oh, good. We'll expect you, Blanche. Oh, and what kind of mints do you like? Wintergreen or clove?
Why?
Well, I'm making a hot minced pie.
We're on a diet, Gracie. See you tomorrow night. Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah, it's me again, Mrs. Burns. Can you explain this item? One rubber boot for left foot, $10.
Well, what do you want explained?
Why did you buy it?
It was a bargain. I got it for half what a pair would cost.
But why would you buy one left boot?
I only have one left foot.
Satisfied, Ralph?
Oh, sure. I'll just go in and finish the income tax.
Hey, Ralph, Ralph, you're walking into a closet.
Oh,
I'm,
pardon me.
I'm a little worried about that guy. Did you notice that dazed look on his face?
Oh, that's nothing. Almost anybody who talks to me gets that look on his face. You know, George, I don't think Ralph Hanley should do our tax. He's too nervous. You know, he asked me why I bought 1,000 ping pong balls, and when I told him, he seemed upset.
Well, why did you buy them?
Well, I use them instead of mothballs. They don't smell up the closet.
But they don't kill any moths.
Oh, yes, they do. When the moths bite into them and there's nothing there, they starve to death.
Don't let anybody steal that one from you, Gracie.
Oh, I won't.
Hello, hello, hello. Is somebody ringing? I can't hear it. There it is. Oh, hello.
George, this is Harry Morton. I'm coming over to help you with your income tax.
Harry, I've got a tax man.
You had one. He just jumped out of the window and he's running down the street.
Thanks, Harry.
I can't hear.
Hey, Gracie, come over to the window. Look, Ralph Hanley's running down the street.
Oh, my, he's flying, isn't he?
Yes, and you know why?
Oh, sure. He's got to get our tax to Washington by midnight.
We can't provide you with a date, but we do supply the best darn bait.
Burma Shave.
Heaven's latest neophyte signaled left and then turned right.
Burma Shave.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're pleased to present a few chosen words from two of our favorites, Abbott and Costello.
Super duper computer store. Can I help you?
Yes, thanks. I'm setting up an office in my den and I'm thinking about buying a computer.
Mac?
No, the name's Lou.
Your computer?
I don't own a computer. I want to buy one.
Mac?
I told you my name is Lou.
Well, what about Windows?
Why? Will it get stuffy in here?
Do you want a computer with the windows?
I don't know. What will I see when I look in the windows?
Wallpaper.
Well, never mind the windows. I need a computer and software.
Software for Windows?
No, on the computer. I need something I can use to write proposals, track expenses, and run my business. What have you got?
Office.
Yeah, for my office. Can you recommend anything?
I just did.
You just did what?
I recommended something.
You recommended something?
Yes.
For my office?
Yes.
Okay, well, what did you recommend for my office?
Office.
Yes, for my office.
I recommended Office with Windows.
I already have an office and it has windows. So, okay, let's just say I'm sitting at my computer and I want to type a proposal. What do I need?
Word.
What word?
Word in Office.
The only word in office is office.
The word in Office for Windows.
Which word in office for Windows?
The word you get when you click the blue W.
I'm going to click your blue W if you don't start with some straight answers. Now, okay, forget that. Can I watch movies on the internet?
Sure. You want Reel 1.
Well, maybe a real one, maybe a cartoon. What I watch is none of your business. Just tell me what I need.
Reel 1.
If it's a long movie, I also want to see reels 2, 3, and 4. Can I watch them?
Of course.
Great. With what?
Reel 1.
Okay. I'm at my computer and I want to watch a movie. What do I do?
You click the blue 1.
I click the blue one what?
Yeah, the blue 1.
Is that different from the blue W?
The blue one is the real one, and the blue W is Word.
What word?
The word in Office for Windows.
But there's 3 words in Office for Windows.
No, just one, but it's the most popular word in the world.
Oh, it is?
Yes, but to be fair, there aren't many other words left. Pretty much wiped out all the other words that were out there.
And that word is the real one.
The real one has nothing to do with Word. Now, the real one isn't even part of Office.
Stop. Don't start that again. Now, what about financial bookkeeping? You have anything I can track my money with?
Money.
That's right. What do you have?
Money.
I need money to track my money?
It comes bundled with your computer.
What's bundled with my computer?
Money.
Money comes with my computer?
Yes, no extra charge.
I get a bundle of money with my computer? Or how much?
1 copy.
Isn't it illegal to copy money?
Microsoft gave us the license to copy money.
They can give you a license to copy money?
Well, why not? They own it.
Well, what do you know about that? Hey, I have one more question. When I get my computer, how do I turn it off?
You click on Start.
Well, that's our show for today, folks. Tune in again next week, same time, same station. I'm Hank Rector.
I'm Bob Maynard.
I'm Bill Hare.
Mina Alexander.
George Stewart.
And Susie Stewart.
And Gene Ryberg.